really digging into my book, Tweet, 365 Thought-Provoking Tweets to Ignite Your Brilliance and Power. I wrote the book for you. It only takes one thought, one word, one step to change your perspective towards transforming your life. So that's the reason why I wrote the book, and that's the reason why I wrote the book. I wrote the book for you, okay? And so today we're on day 214. We're on day 214. All right, and it reads, we are fascinated with things that flash, sparkle, or sizzle. We lionize people who do outrageous acts or those who flaunt their status. We are enamored with the outer appearance and often don't take the time to see what's underneath the persona. Some of these images are unhealthy and do not provide a good model for young people. Nevertheless, whatever sells, whatever gets me my 15 minutes of fame, whatever it takes to be noticed, is what people subscribe to. Right? Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes to get me my 15 minutes of fame, right? People do all types of things to get likes. It's crazy. The need for acceptance and affirmation is a human need. In an article, Joanna Cole, CEO of Focus on the Family, Singapore, said her parenting workshop teaches parents that children have 5 emotional needs: acceptance, affirmation, attention, affection, and accountability. I think that is true for children and adults. I don't know if you agree with me on that. That we both need. Not only children need these 5 emotional needs, that we all need these, right? Acceptance, affirmation, attention, affection, and accountability. All right? Today in our digital world, we have had to use technology more and more. That is why social media platforms are so appealing. The heightened use of technology has magnified our need to connect emotionally. I'm going to say that one more time. The heightened use of technology has magnified our need to connect emotionally. Some people think, okay, I got online, I interacted with folks, but that's not it. We were created to have connection with each other. Not through these screens, but in proximity with one another, in community, okay? In this environment, the person not on social media or someone who does not have a gazillion followers may feel less than adequate. There are countless benefits to technology. However, overuse of it can have negative impacts. All right. In a 2017 study published by the American Journal of Preventive Medicine, higher use of technology was associated with greater sense of isolation among young adults. Isolation can lead to feelings of depression and anxiety. So you can imagine, right? If isolation and the feelings of isolation can lead to feelings of depression and anxiety, you can see why, there's more medications given out, and more people are, feeling depressed, and more people are feeling anxious, right? Because less and less we're connected. We're not connecting with people, right? And so it's so important. Let me finish this up. On October 5th, 2021, a former Facebook employee, Frances Haugen, testified before Congress that the choices being made inside the Facebook are disastrous for our children, public safety, and privacy. Haugen told Congress that Facebook consistently chose to maximize its growth rather than implement safeguards on its platforms, just as it hid from the public and government officials internal research that illuminated the harms of Facebook products. All right, this is serious, y'all. Whether you believe these assertions of negative social impacts or not, use social media frequently or sparingly. It is essential for us to peel away from time to time to connect with those close to us in a real way. So whether or not you believe these assertions or not, I think it's important for us to peel away at times. I have to admit, there's been times where I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, and I wasted a half hour. Like what? I mean, stuff was kind of interesting. It was like, hey, but it wasn't worth a half hour, 45 minutes of my time. So, we really have to be deliberate in this. We have to set up times where, you know what, I'm peeling away. All right, I'm gonna put my phone away. I actually break this down for my students in the classroom. So what I usually do is I say, okay, if you're on your phone about 7 hours a day, let's just say 7 hours a day, right? Within a 7-day period, that's 49 hours, okay? It's 49 hours. That means you spent more than 2 days on your device. What could you have done in those 2 days? Could you have gotten more sleep? Could you have read a book? Could you have worked on your business plan? There's a ton of things that you could have done in those 2 days. And I share that with them to kind of, and I remind myself that, right? Because we're here to produce, right? We're here to produce something good, right? Something good for ourselves and something good for others, right? So it's important to be really deliberate about the time that you use, all right? I think there's a scripture talks about redeeming the time. There's a minister on, he could confirm that or not, whether I'm right. Okay, so let's finish this up. Whether you believe these assertions of negative social impacts or not, use social media frequently or sparingly, it is essential for us to peel away from time to time and connect with those close to us in a real way. Instead of texting all the time, pick up the phone, write a letter, or meet your friends and neighbors in person. We must be deliberate to build community and strengthen the ties that bring us together. I'm going to say that again. We must be deliberate to build community and strengthen the ties that bring us together. Community doesn't just happen because you want it. Community doesn't just happen because you want it. Or it doesn't just happen because you live close to someone. You really have to be active and deliberate in creating community and connection, right? Okay. How are you doing in this area? All right, this is a great thing about this book because oftentimes with the tweets, I'm going to ask you a question to ponder, to think about. All right. Again, I wrote the book for you. It only takes one thought, one word, one step to change your perspective towards transforming your life. So oftentimes with the tweets, there's a question, right? And so the question today is, how are you doing in this area? Do you need to peel away from social media? If you do, try to go without visiting social platforms or using your device for short increments of time. Several hours, perhaps a day or more. It is all about your mental and physical well-being. Sometimes pulling away from those gadgets is just what the doctor ordered. Okay? And so that's the tweet. I think it's day 214, all right, of the book Tweet 365 Thought-Provoking Tweets to Ignite Your Brilliance and Power. I want you to thrive. I want you to thrive. I want you to have an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend. I also want you to do something else. Smile. Smile and remember, every heartbeat is grace. Cherish life and spread love, y'all. Peace.